Hi, my name is Laura and I'm a third year Sport and Exercise Science student here at Newcastle University. And today I've been asked to discuss with you what a typical week looks like for a Sport and Exercise Science student. My week varies week on week just because of the way in which the sport and exercise modules work, meaning that different modules may require different things. For example, a physiology module will require a lecture but also a lab, while a psychology module may require a lecture and a seminar. This means that during the week I'll either have a mixture of lectures, seminars and labs. For example, on a Monday I may have a couple of lectures, a Tuesday may be more for an independent study day, Wednesdays is usually associated with sport, so you might have one short seminar in the morning at 9 o'clock, but the rest of the day is usually free for those who play sport. And then on Thursday, you may have a 2-hour lab or practical in the morning, and then this may be followed by a seminar for a different module or another lecture for a different module. Fridays are usually free as well, just for independent study. Like I said, independent study is a large part of university, which unlike school, an awful lot of your university work comes from you doing it by yourself. This may be recapping lectures, it may be looking at the content for this week, or it may be doing the extra readings or the essential readings for your modules. This means that it's quite important for you to be dedicated to going to the library. One of the ways I find it easy to get dedicated to doing work is going to the library after lectures. For example, if I have a 9 o'clock lecture, which lasts for 2 hours, after that I'll go to the library for a couple of hours. One way to make this slightly easier is making sure that you've prepped your meals for the week, and you can take whatever you have for dinner the night before, for example, for lunch the next day. This also makes it much easier without having to think about buying lunch or making different types of foods for lunch specifically. Another way that a typical week for a sports and exercise science student goes is potentially taking part in sport. For example, I play Newcastle University ladies hockey, which means that I train twice a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and will play against other universities on Wednesdays and go play against the local leagues on a Saturday. This also means I have to be really good about planning my time. And for an average student, this is also another important thing that everybody considers, is making sure you have a good balance between your work and life. For example, if I know I have a big report coming up, I will dedicate more time during the week to doing that report and less time to doing fun stuff, for example, socialising with people in the pub. But it's also really important that I do that. So in a typical week, I may dedicate Saturdays, where I know I'm going to be playing sport and going to teas after, to spending more time with my friends. Self-care is also really important, and one of the best ways I've found to take care of myself while at university is during the week on a Sunday I'll dedicate this time to planning and making sure I know what's happening the next week. But this is a typical week for myself, and other sport and exercise science students may have a different week, and it all depends on your module and the different courses you choose. I hope this has given you a helpful insight into what it's like for a sport and exercise science student at Newcastle University. Thank you.